it's your man DJ Caveman. We back again for another episode of DJ Caveman and Ironmonkey Talkin Sh, where we 240-something-year-old dudes give our take on the shit that's happening all around the world and shit. Except for politics, because that shit be getting fucking bumped like Jimmy Fallon bumps off. Damn, it's too early in the morning. We on our new slot. We early now. Maybe you can
Stephen Colbert.
No. He be bumping not Jimmy Fallon, motherfucker. Jimmy Kimmel be bumping the Born Identity motherfucker all the time. Matt Damon. That's how we've been doing our WWE president. At some point we might have the serious conversation about the shit that's really happening, but.
Depending on the guest.
For now, we keep it light because if you want to have conversations about those things with me at least, you need to see me offline and you need to have done your research on the shit because I'm not just going to talk to you about opinions that you only saw on the news and things that you don't read about or know about. But that's kind of where I'm at with it. But anyway, DJ Ironmonkey always in the building with us.
Yeah.
Another solo weekend for just us. No guest this week, but guest next week. Esteemed new author Alyssa Budson on the podcast next week. So
yes,
shout out to her. I'm drinking out of my Miss Chantal cosplay motherfucking
all right
mug. You know what I'm saying? Get you some merch. Holla at her on all the socials.
You might have to work on your lighting. I couldn't see that too well.
Oh well, yeah. It's a mug. They got pictures on it.
All right.
And you can see the name on it, right? You saw the name. That's the most.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, shout out to friend of the show, Miss Chantel.
But how was your week, man? 2 weeks. Labor Day was past. We was off for Labor Day. Doing Labor Day things.
Yes. No, my little hiatus, my little vacation was nice. Like you were saying about engaging about politics. Yeah, I engaged with a few folks online about some political things and some questions that I had. I'm not going to get into them because there's not the place for it. But overall, just chill, spend some regular time with my father. Making food for him. End up going to PVD Fest on Friday with him and a friend of ours. Shout out to Sheldon. But it was nice spending some time with my father. I have a question for you later on in the show, kind of throw you off, seeing that we don't really have a set run today. But it was nice. And just spending time with my father, just regular time. Granted, I don't get to go fishing with him dump early in the morning like my brother does. Because they go like at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I wake up at 6 and they're already gone. So
yeah, fuck that. That's too early.
Yeah.
The fish ain't even awake at that time. Why y'all going out there?
Nah, Peter, my brother and my father be catching some big motherfucking bass out there. Now,
oh, really?
I'm talking. Oh yeah, like I think my brother caught one, and he was saying like how it's the kind of shit that you mount on a wall. He was like, it's easily about 8 pounds. I was like, damn, 8 pounds. And I saw the video. So
you got to.
And my father caught. Yeah, we throw it back. Like, we're not eating bass with breakfast or dinner. And if anything, I'm not cleaning it. Usually the person that stays home gotta prep everything. And when they come home, you gotta clean the kill. Not doing that. You better still throwing that shit back because it's just gonna go in the trash. Or I'm not a fish monger to be selling it to people online.
I mean, so, you are the chef in the family, though.
Yeah, but I'm not cleaning fish. Like, I'm not plucking chickens. I'm not killing cows. Like, I'm not shooting ducks. I'm not chasing down turkeys to wring their neck. Like, no, I'm not doing that. You bring the meat, I'll cook it. Yeah, but still, I'm mad I even had to say that though.
I wasn't. That was you, dog. I knew what you was talking about.
Yeah. And plus, shout out to Ghostface Killer with his new album that came out, Supreme Clientele 2. He had a little skit on that.
that's the best skit in music in the last like decade, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, because it really puts it into perspective about like how you know like
It does shine.
people are just fucking hijacking words and making everything weird. Like stop making shit weird. Like it used to be cool to be weird, right? You like make it be weird. Now everybody's weird, and now they're just taking it to like a whole different other level of weirdness. That's like, bro, what are we doing now? Now we're just making everything's not weird. Like you were talking about food, so for you to be talking about meat, and for me to like sexualize you talking about meat, it don't make no sense. And then so my thing is now like when people do that to me, I just remind them that it makes me uncomfortable when they sexualize me in public out loud.
True indeed. You know,
Unless I'm also making it weird because I did make it weird with my boy with Brian. Shout out to Brian. Brian drinks Squirt, which is a semi-delicious beverage.
Nah, you brought that by the crib. You brought that by the crib. Yeah. I left that alone. I left that totally alone. We watched that whack ass movie.
So I had to I had to get some of my own Squirt from my mouth.
Yeah. And we was watching that whack ass Karate Kid movie. That movie is trash, man. I have to say this on recording. That movie is trash. Like even you was there with me. All throughout the movie, I had questions, and I'm like, yo, how's this dude traveling from Beijing to LA to New York, back to LA, and back to back like in consecutive days? And this dude is like doing flips and shit and not tired at all. I'm like, nah, man, like this movie, nah.
Dude, it's possible to make those trips. You know, planes are advanced now. They don't take
at 80 years old. Come on now. Come on now.
He's a master. He's in shape, man. But I mean, yeah, the movie was whack. Dawood talked the whole movie, so that's when you know that the movie was whack because he was just talking during the whole shit.
I'm mad that I totally forgot about Nobody Part 2. Nobody 2. That would have been a dope. That would have been a better movie to been watching, man.
That's out now. I saw Nobody 1. I went back and rewatched that shit. That shit is crazy good. If you're not looking.
Love that movie. Absolutely love that movie. That's the kind of script that I would write, where just a regular nobody, you know, just trying to live his life, you know, and then just people keep knocking on his door, but you know, might as well be slightly different.
He had a specific set of skills and shit. You know what I
mean? Yeah, that too. But, yeah, you know.
Shout out to my mom. Her birthday was on Labor Day.
You
know, I was in Rhode Island for a very brief amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating moms. We're not going to tell you how old she is, but she's older than me. And
yeah, that is gonna. Okay, go ahead.
We had a good time. We had a good time. Yes, I knew exactly what I was saying. She's older than me. I'm not going to tell you how old she is, but she's older than me, and she's old enough to be my mom. So it could be, you know,
you could do your own math.
Do your own math. You know, you could. But it was a good weekend, man. I got to see some folks. Shout out to everybody that came out with me and fucking had a drink and was festive and shit. And if you didn't know I was in town, you weren't supposed to know. And that's pretty much, you know, where I'm at with that. You know what I mean? But the week was cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the post office still, you know, just here out in Detroit, or Dearborn rather, and you know, living in the soft suburbs. You know, and you know, I'm trying to live a more easy life. You know, I'm not.
Older. Yeah, of a distinguished age now.
I got some grays. I got a couple grays in my head. You
know. Yeah, I got to trim down my beard.
I'm aging gracefully, kind of. You know, it's thinning. The hair is thinning at the top. So I don't want to end up like George Jefferson. So I might have to. I got some hair, skin, and nail vitamins. And
why don't you just embrace it?
God, I'm not even 50 yet. It's thinning. I didn't say I'm losing it. It's just thinning. So I'm being proactive about, you know, getting my shit right. You know, eating the right vitamins and fucking, you know, trying to get a little bit of
biotin.
Yeah, I got some biotin. You know, I might have to fuck around and do like a hair, skin, and nails vitamin stack with some hymns. You know, they got the Hims for hair loss and
Well,
some minoxidil, and then some biotin,
wow.
and some vitamin E. You know, I got to be able to still get out the pool and shake it. You know what I mean? Shake the hair. You know.
Okay, Taylor Swift. Okay, you can shake it off if all you want.
Hey, listen. Shout out to Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? And Travis Kelce got engaged. You know.
Oh yeah.
Put a big ass rock in our hand too. So,
And the conversation is: are they getting married in Rhode Island?
I mean, why
Are you taking that prop bet? Are you taking that prop bet?
You know what? McCaffrey got married here.
I was about to say that. Low key, and nobody talked about that one.
It was all over the local news, but I don't even know if it made national news. And
Nah.
you know, she actually owns a house there still. Mm-hmm. So I could see it happening. Like, we got to remember, like, Newport used to be the destination for everybody with some money. It was like Martha's Vineyard and Newport were like, Newport was like the Hamptons before the Hamptons was really like the Hamptons.
Basically.
Everybody with some real deal money was out there in Newport. So I mean, it's not above the realm of, possibilities that they get married there, like on her property. You know, it'll probably be something quiet. I like the way that everything rolls out. I mean, Rhode Islanders don't keep nothing quiet. It's too small. Like, it's like a small town state. But,
all right, so Travis Kelce is one thing, right? I should say Christian McCaffrey is one thing. Travis Kelce is different in regards player-wise, right? McCaffrey, like, yeah, he's good for fantasy, but only for like 3 or 4 games before he gets injured.
Hurt again. Already.
Hurt again. That's why I never picked that dude. All right. No matter how dope a player is, I always factor in injury. But either way. But then Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift. Like, come on now. How quiet can that be?
Dude, she moves in and out of Rhode Island on a regular basis, and nobody seems to know. Like, it's not like there's a Taylor Swift watch out there.
But it's the wedding.
Well,
especially if it's announced.
What will happen is, I don't think she'll announce it, but I think that then somebody, like, she might hire local vendors. You know what I mean? Like a Franzia or
sign an NDA.
You know, they're gonna have to sign NDAs, but then when what's his name just got married, they had these big ass like screens up all around, like a dome kind of, where like you couldn't
to block people.
You couldn't take pictures from outside of the venue at all. So you actually had to be on the property. So there's like ways around it now, but I could see them getting married in Rhode Island. I think I actually would be dope. Photo wise, there's not a better place to get married unless you're getting married in like on an island somewhere, like where, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got the mansions, you got the ocean, you got all that shit. You know what I mean? Her house is right up against that shit. So like, I could see it happening. If I had to place money on it, I would go with yeah. You know what I mean? I'm taking the over on that for sure.
You know, especially with the Powerball. Let's see if anybody hit the Powerball yet. But you know, with the Powerball, I've always wanted to be rich. I've never wanted to be famous.
It might be me. That. I got 3 tickets on my card that I gotta check.
Did somebody hit it?
I don't know. I gotta check my card. I gotta check my tickets. Shit, maybe I hit for like $1,000 or something. You know what I mean, I hit for $2 on the last one. On Wednesday.
You know what? People call bullshit cap, as the YNs like to say, or Fat Joe, as you know, new age people like to say. I've said, look, I like the job that I do. It's not that difficult what I do. It does have some attention to detail shit that goes on, but I would actually stay on the job for a year if I hit the jackpot. My thing is I would have the best weekends ever.
Like, nah, that's just not even gonna last a year, dog.
And again, you see how I said
that's just not even gonna last a year, dog. You're gonna have.
Well, it depends on the attention that I get. Like, if I can keep my anonymity, and I can keep. I think Rhode Island, you have to make yourself known.
Yeah, but dog. You're not working. You're gonna look at your bank account every day on Monday, and it's gonna have hundreds of millions of dollars in it. And you be like, you gonna go
and I don't have to go to work, but I do it out of the love and service. And that is the thing. Like, no, but mind you, within that year though, I'm going to have to develop something for myself because I'm not just going to sit on my money. I'm going to develop a plan that I have that I'm not really going to get deep into because when you tend to share your plans with people, people tend to like defer you and say, nah, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. But I work for an organization that's a Fortune 500 company. The reason why I like what I do is I get to see how it works from the ground up. That way, when it comes time for me to have my company from the ground up, I will know exactly the kind of company I would want to build with the mailroom, with the legal department, with finances, with everything. So IT, HR, I just like seeing how the machine works. So that way, when I'm in a position, I don't want to just instantly just, go into it. I need to slow walk it. And then again, I would have the best weekends and the best vacations.
Dog,
And then, I have something to do. But,
I don't have a hoodie to pull over my head right now like Jadakiss, but dog, you are not staying at your job, bro. It's not happening. You're gonna stay till the check clears and the lawyer sets up whatever else you about to do, but you're not about to be going into work and dealing with coworkers and fucking people. You're gonna be like, if you do go to work, you're gonna go to work and just be cussing people out. You might do your job.
Nah, I'm not even like that. Like that. That's the thing. That's the relationship that I have. See, and this is the thing. This is the thing that I've noticed with people with jobs. People tend to say with jobs that they absolutely hate and that they cannot stand. Those type of people, I would 100% understand why they will leave them themselves. Listen, me personally, I actually like my job. I enjoy what I do.
You like your job because you don't have $500 million in a bank. I like my job too, but like right now it's what is it, $1.8 billion, right? So if you take the one lump sum, that's like $800 million, and then after taxes, you're looking at like 5-6 change millions of dollars, $600 million. I'm not going anywhere I don't want to be at any point. Like
and that is 100% fine for you. I'm gonna build my own. And you see, and that's 100% fine for you. And see, for me, and that's what I said up front.
You're the new Cap King, dog. There ain't nowhere you go. You might go the next day to quit, to fuck around and just do whatever you want. Shoot your shot at that one chick in fucking HR, or to slap the shit out of your coworker that been fucking giving you a hard time. Like
the nature of the relationship that I have with my job. Again, I can 100% understand where other people come from. Like the previous job that I had, I would have left that job. But like cold turkey, this would not have been a conversation if I was at my previous job. No lie. When I say that I actually like my job, like the way that I get to work might change, right? Right? How I get to work would change. Like, yeah, I would have a driver and I would get to work. And then when it's time for me to leave, I'll have a driver and I'll go home. Like, I can operate on my time. But what I do and the people that I service, I actually like them. Like, there was somebody that passed away recently. She passed away doing something that she actually loved to do. And even before she went on vacation, me and her used to have a conversation like, look, you're getting of the age. You've been here for 30 years. How many people actually stay at a job for 30 years? And she's like, yeah, well, things change and it's hard throughout the eras. And we used to have these conversations. And I was like, look, it has to come to a point where you have to balance, what you do for them and what you do for yourself. And she's like, well, I'm about to go on vacation. I'm like, exactly. She loves Disney cruises. She was on the Disney cruise and she had a heart attack. And I felt bad, but I'm like, at least she was doing what she loved. I have these conversations with people, and my interactions with those people are golden. It's not like there's only one person I'm really on some fuck you time, and I'm not even going to talk about them because it's like Beetlejuice. I don't want to invite that shit into my life, but this is me. What you might do and what and how you feel, that's cool.
I like my job too. I like my job a lot, actually. Like I'm outside every day. I'm getting a little workout in and shit. I mean, the weather sucks sometimes, but overall, it's a fucking real smooth job. But I know that like there's so many other things I want to do that when I wake up on the Monday after I fucking hit the lottery and I look at my bank account, like I'm gonna just call out of work until the check clears, and then it's a wrap. Like I'm not like because there's so many other things that I want to do for me, and I'm not trying to waste any kind of time going to another job and committing my time to somebody else when I could be committing that time to things that I want to do. Like I'm not even going to pretend like it's not it's not it doesn't matter about whether I love my job or love my job. I could do my job for me. Like if I wanted to start a logistics company, I could do it for me. But I'd rather just DJ for the rest of my life and go work out and play golf and bowl. Maybe I'll buy a bowling alley so I can bowl every day or something crazy. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna do all the things I want to do because at this big age, you don't even know how many days you got left. And I'm not gonna spend none of them going to work with 500 million in the bank. In fact, I'm gonna be hiring my group of little people. We narrowed it down to 20. I'm hiring 20. And we just go for the year. I'm paying them each 100 grand to just hang out and do debauchery shit with me for like a year. And I'm building trust funds for all my people that they can get. And then I'm fucking disappearing into fucking obscurity, dog. I'm gonna just be the rich dude at the gym that nobody knows is super rich. They're gonna be whispering about, yo, this dude is in here every day, all day. He pulls up in a F1 race car, so he got a little bit of money. The other day he came on a horse-drawn carriage with Clydesdales, looking like the Budweiser dude. He'll be signed.
And I'm the rich dude doing mail service.
Yeah, nah. No, you ain't the rich dude doing mail service, dog. You're not.
But hear me out. No. But hear me out though. Again, right? My rich lifestyle.
That's not what you really want to do. You're gonna do what you really want to do.
No, but hold on. This is my rich lifestyle though, right? And we could probably talk like pivot out of this conversation after my second point, right? My rich lifestyle would be major events like the Super Bowl. No, I'm not working that Monday. No, like real talk, I'm not working that Monday. And if my coworker or somebody else trying to take that day, cool. I'll buy that day off. All right, cool. But I'm going to the Super Bowl. Boxing matches, like whatever thing, like World Series, like I'm there. That's my rich lifestyle. So it's like, but I have to have some humble base for at least a year, because then afterwards, then it's like, okay, I'm now starting to tailor off. I'm getting close to that year. All right, what do I really want for myself? Because I've committed myself to a year. After that, I'm doing it for me.
How about you just volunteer somewhere or start a nonprofit? It's the same shit. If you want to do some humble shit that you could do on your time, bro.
It's the routine. It's the routine.
Get up early, go do some shit, whatever you want, and then go do some other shit that you want, and then maybe donate some money to some people if it makes you feel good about yourself. But I can't see the first day your supervisor says some shit about you being late or tries to deny. Dog, it's too much bullshit already.
No. But again, that's the thing that I'm saying.
It's too much bullshit. You're gonna tough it out for a year, dog.
Again,
all this money. Every time you check your bank account, you getting dropped off in a fucking Bentley every day with a driver. You know what I'm saying? You got the suits on and all that. You looking fucking like $1 million, and then you in the fucking mailroom, dog. Come on, bro.
No, hear me out though. No, that is your image that you're putting on me. Now, this is the thing.
That first cold day, dog. I've known you since the 6th grade, bro. That first cold day, you ain't doing it, and you're gonna call out, and they're gonna fire you anyway. So it's going you're gonna show when you want.
No, again, the relationship that I have with me and my supervisor, we're solid. Where I've never been late, ever. Number one. And even when I am late, he's cool because I'll talk to him and there's no static at all between me and my supervisor. Where Peter, I had a scheduled day off. I come in, he was like, "Yo, D, I need to talk to you." I was like, "Yo, what up?" He was like, I need to take this day and blah blah blah, but I could do this for you, blah blah blah. And we worked it out, square, man to man, no static at all.
Because you don't
And
got
that's the
500
thing.
million in the bank. You ain't gonna let nobody control your day with 500 million in the bank, dog.
How's it gonna change?
I'm not saying your
Like
personality is gonna change at all. What I'm saying is you're gonna do.
his personality is gonna change all of a sudden. Because if anything, it would endear me. It would, and this is the low key thing. This is where I say there's no static. Right. This is the thing and I'm glad we kind of don't talk about politics. Right. He's actually a Trump supporter, and I actually respect him because when people talk about Trump supporters as a generalization, there's a thing to it. It's just like old school. If you're a Republican, you're racist. I'm like, no, don't do that. Like, there's a lot of wrinkles. It's not black and white like that. So he's a Trump supporter. I'm an independent. I see some of his points, and respectfully, we keep it out of business, right? Man to man, that never comes into play. I respect him. He respects me. We have conversation. We cool. We keep it moving. Now, because now I have money. Now all of a sudden he's not gonna be cool with me. He's gonna be like, oh, you're slacking. No, because I'm not gonna be slacking. No,
when you don't come in and break him off because you're supposed to be friendly and shit, and he don't.
No,
get
we're not friends. No,
million,
and that's the worst part about work. People think that we supposed to be friends at work. No, I like just doing the. I like doing the job. I like doing the job.
When you don't
And
buy
now
lunch
the
for
thing is,
everybody,
I would.
you don't come in
Why
with
do I need to
donuts
buy lunch?
because you got 500 million. That's what I'm saying. Like it's too. Anyway, hey, listen. I hope you win that shit so I can watch you quit your job on TV because you're gonna be like holding that big ass check. And you'll be like, I'm never coming to work again. You know what I mean?
What's the first charitable thing you would do though? I think I'll pay off my family's debt and get them back to zero.
I'm giving everybody $1 million trust fund. I'm not paying off nobody's debt. You got to pay your own debt, but here's the money to do it if you want to. You know what I mean? Like everybody's getting a trust fund, bro. I got a list. You know what I mean? And everybody on the list is going to get $1 million trust fund to do with as they please. And then I'm fading out into obscurity where I'm gonna just be the old dude at the gym, playing golf, bowling. You know what I mean? doing and investing in real estate and shit. Like I'm in cars, real estate, cars, collectibles. Fucking, I'm doing all the things that like I can't afford to do right now. Season tickets to all my favorite teams. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, again, I'll have the best weekends.
I want to go to all 16. I want to go to all 16 NFL games for my squad, no matter where they at. You know what I mean? That type of shit. All 82 basketball games, all 180 baseball games. I'm doing all that shit. I don't got time to be working. Baseball is 3 days a week. Basketball is 3 days a week. Who's going to a job when the Pistons play in LA at 1 o'clock? I got to be at that game.
After my year of service. And that's you. But after my year of service, those kind of things. Yeah, I might retire, but I have to have a nest egg. My thing is I'm not looking at what I could spend. My thing is like, yeah, I'm sitting on this money. It's like it's not what I could spend. It's what I spend it on.
Yeah.
And what I keep in the bank as like a Scrooge McDuck diving into my thing. Like I'm really not trying to spend money. I'm trying to add on. So even if I take these little pennies that well, number one, like I'll get I don't know if I'll get a house first, like or wait and build one. And while mine is getting built, I'll just pay my rent for the year and just be cool. But while my house is being built, but like I want to just generate some income. Generate some income.
You generate income without going to work, dog. You're gonna be at work. That first check you get from your day job, your community.
Yeah, that's weed money.
It's community.
Oh, that's weed money.
You got $500 million, dog. You could grow your own. You could have a whole weed distribution center built, and you can have all the weed you want, dog. All of it,
Nah, that
all of
nah,
it.
that
Like
that that's
you could
that
live
that's
a,
that
you,
money.
you could literally listen. 500 million. You could take 200 million and just put it away and live off the interest on 200 million forever. Then you still got $300 million left. It's only going to cost you like 300,000 to build a facility that could grow you all the weed in the world.
I'm not in a rush to get into the weirdo life because once you get that kind of money, like you start dabbling into weirdo type shit.
Only if you
I'm
want to
telling
dabble
you,
in the weird shit, man. Like you could still be a
the
regular ass dude.
temptation is there. The temptation is there. The temptation is there.
Now, yeah, the temptation is there now. You just don't have the money to do it. You know what I mean? Like think about
No.
all the weird shit you do for free that would be questionable if it got out. You don't have to divulge in the list, but dog,
Everybody does, but everybody does,
everybody
but
everybody got that list of real weird shit. They're like, I don't know if I should tell anybody about this shit, but it's just a thing I like. You know what I mean? Like everybody got a kink, man. I don't kink shame, but everybody got at least one. You know what I mean? And they're not all super weird, but it's a kink. It's a thing that you love. You know what I mean? You might just,
okay.
you know, it just you got. But right now you do it for free.
Yeah,
Now imagine if you could add money to it, and then think
yeah.
about like how weird it would be at that point. That's the only difference is that dudes with real money can add money to their kinks, and it's like, yeah, I like putting frosting on my nipples, but now I got money, so now I put goldfish
Ah,
frosting on my nipples. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I got two midgets that put the frosting on my nipples for me because I got money now. It's oh it just gets a little weirder because you got money to throw at it, but it's still some shit you now you just do it at your house by yourself.
You see, know what that sounds like? That sounds like when people get big money in their pocket or great fortune, they end up losing their God or their sense of humbleness and groundedness. And that's the thing that I'm not trying to lose. And that's a part
Dude,
of it
everything
where
is amplified.
I've made a commitment to say, all right, you know what? I don't want to lose myself just because I got all this money all of a sudden. And I was like, no, oh, now I got wings to fly. Like, oh, fuck that. I got a plane to fly. And then buy a plane. And then I
Nah,
can
plane
buy
is
a
a
boat to go
plane,
fishing. And I can get the best fishing rods. And fuck that. You know what? Like I started earlier in the thing, rather than missing out on them fishing trips with my father, fuck that. You know, call out of work, go fishing with my father on a boat. Like, yeah, all of that kind of stuff
but you
is
don't have
there.
to.
But I need to slow. And for me,
You don't
just
have
knowing
to.
myself,
You don't
it's
have to
just one of
call
them
out of
kind of
work.
low key commitments.
You don't have to call out of work. That's what I'm
Yeah, I know
saying.
I don't have
Because
to
you don't
call out of
even have
work.
to go to a job. You just fucking do it. You know what I mean? But listen. I can appreciate your want to fucking not change your day to day.
And
I'm not
but
with
you
it.
see, and
My
now
day my
this
day
is
to
the
day is
thing I
gonna
would say
change.
though. Now this is the thing though. Just to get a little bit deep, and I'm not gonna spark up no weed before I say this, right? I'll spark up the weed afterwards, right? Low key, between me and you, and whoever watching the podcast, right? Name myself Iron Monkey for not just the movie itself, because in the movie, there's two movies. There's the fast action one and the slow action one from like 78, 76, some year back in the day. But either way, my name is based on that one. And then it's the training that he goes through to kind of get revenge and thing. But in kung fu movies as a whole, you have to kind of humble yourself and not lose yourself and build something greater. So for me, with that kind of money, I would actually become a recluse and I would really do what I want to do and become a monk. No lie. And that is why I would say I would do the year of service. And this is not a cap. I would actually disappear. Like, yeah, I would do certain things that I would like, but I would kind of be off the grid and just be hidden somewhere in my land in Trinidad, like up in the mountains. And if you want to see me, yeah, I'll have the bird sanctuary. I'll have, the spa and things for people to do. And I'll make it kind of like a business, not like a White Lotus kind of thing, which is a show I want to get into. I've never watched it, but I've seen how they go to resorts. And the resorts is kind of the thing. That's what I would do. But even before I get there, I would do my year of service and then transition into that. That's what I would do. Like I would really live the monk life, the monk with the key. The money is the key for me to get my monkhood.
Okay, shit, man, I'm rooting for you, dog.
That's what it is for me, and that's why I'm like, when I tell people I would stay at work, how people would call it cat, and I'm like, no, you have to understand the path that I myself want to walk, and I understand what it is for you, and I'm not taking that away from you.
I'm taking the action on that. If you win the Powerball at three
When
weeks,
I win the Powerball, when I win the Powerball,
I'm taking the action on that at 3 weeks, over or under 3 weeks. Uh, Obviously, you're taking the
no,
over. Uh,
no, again, like
no, you're
when
not
it's,
gonna be.
I'm,
You're
I'm
not.
not, I'm not, I'm not taking the bus. I got a driver because I'm employing somebody and giving them something rather than having like paying Uber and Lyft. I'll develop my own system and I'll develop it with one car at a time, starting with me. And then with this car service, I'll talk to that person, have them be my general manager, and then I would start to transition into having a car service. You know, what are we servicing? What is our clientele? What are we gonna do? Meanwhile, I gotta go to work. You know, and I do my job, go to lunch, take my nap, and when I leave, my driver comes, picks me up, and I go home.
That's an adorable story, bro. Like
It is. It's cute.
it's adorable.
It's cute.
It's
It's
very
cute.
it's very
It's cute.
endearing. You know,
But
uh, I got too many things I want to do to spend time working for somebody else
I
with that
understand that. And
kind of
again, you
investment
see how you
capital.
phrased it though. That's you, and that's cool.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I don't, but I also don't believe you. It's endearing though. It's hard. Like, not that you don't want to do it. I just think that like after like a couple of weeks of doing that shit, you're gonna want to do other shit because you're gonna be feeling like you're missing an opportunity to. What if on day 3 of you doing your year of service, you get an opportunity to really like go do the monk shit? It's a
no,
wrap. You're gonna be like, because now you're not
no,
following. Now you're not following
no.
your personal legend, and your omens and shit, man. You're not paying attention to that shit. If you get those opportunities and you pass
But
them up,
I don't want to. I don't want to
to
rush
do
into anything.
to do a
Like,
year.
and that's the thing. I don't want to rush into anything. Like, I don't want to make like snap decisions and then all of a sudden be $150,000 out on this thing that I'm like. And yeah, it might be $150,000. It might be a drop in the bucket, but still, for me, no, I don't want to be losing coins out of my Scrooge McDuck
Yeah, but you can't
vault.
hold on to it because you can't take it with you. So you might as well set it up in a way that is going to continue to make generational wealth. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah.
And like I said, man, that we're at a big age, and you never know when your day is when your day is anyway. So I'm definitely not. I'm not spending no more time than necessary doing shit for other people when
Mm.
I got my own shit that I'm trying to do. You got your own shit that you've been trying to do. Why would you waste a year of doing like making another motherfucker rich when you could be making yourself hit your goals? He already
All
hit
right.
his
So
goals. You work for him still,
see now, this is the thing.
unless
At
you're
my
gonna go there for
at,
free.
see now, this is the other thing with my job, and this is why I like my job so much. I'm in a position where I've actually had conversations with the CEO. I've worked out with them, the CFO. Um, I'm cool with them. We have conversations all the time. Now, this is the thing with that bank. The conversation now is a different conversation, even though we've had on the surface with sports and weather and just generalized stuff, right? The conversation now is different. I'm in the building and it's not a forced conversation, but now when we're in the gym, I'm like, so with certain investments, we can have certain conversations. Now, do I invest in this company? And where would I see me? Can I be on the board somewhere somehow? These are
Not as
things
a
that I
not as a fresh millionaire, dog. You don't get on boards that easy. You
no
know,
no no no
you don't get
no
on
no.
boards
But
that
again,
easy. Just because you
with
got money
investment,
doesn't.
but with investments and conversation, yeah,
Five
no
hundred.
no, not right now. I'm not saying right now. Like next month, over time. Like what would it take? What would it
You
take
you work
for me
for
to get myself in a position to be eligible?
you work for a Fortune 100 company. You know, like 500 million ain't enough.
But still,
But
what do I do to get myself eligible? Not maybe
listen,
not for you, but see, this is the
you can
thing.
have
Rather
those.
than go to like other companies, just in general, what
Just
would I?
just buy the stock. You don't have to. You don't
But
have to have a conversation with anybody to buy the stock. If you really believe in that company that you work for on that level, then you just buy the stock. Yeah,
but you
that's how.
see, knowing people in the finance department is having those kind of conversations now. The conversations are now different.
That's called insider trading, sir. That's illegal.
No 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 no
Yeah, 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 yeah.
no. This is what I'm saying. And in regards of making myself eligible to be board worthy, what does that look like?
Buy stock.
Not
You have to have a
so
control. You have to have a controlling interest in order to be
okay.
on somebody's board because you get
Okay.
controlling interest. That comes with like buying
So
stock and
so
being an investor and making have made big moves inside that industry. Like that's how you get to be
mhm,
on a board of anything. You know what I mean? You're not just
mhm.
on the board of some shit unless you can like move and shake. It's
No,
like being a producer on a movie.
totally understood. Oh no,
So,
no, no. All of
but
that is totally
but
understood
none of
and
those things
taken into context.
none of those things require that you have to continue to go to work for that person. You could
You
just
keep
call them
trying to
up.
tell you keep trying to take me off my path. I know where I'm going.
Okay, I'm rooting for you, bro. I'm rooting for
Yeah,
you. You want to
but
talk about Drewski?
yeah. Now I I saw the clip. I appreciated it for what it is. Off rip, the first thing I said, the makeup artist golden. That was great. Like that was the first thing. Now I had a kind of trepidation going into it because I thought it was going to be kind of like real bad in the sense where it was like really clowning, and it was more like he was playing a role. He was playing a guy, you know, and he was just a guy. And that was the thing that it was like, yo, this was actually chill because he's moving around and the makeup is holding up, right? That was the ill thing. And the character itself was just a character. It wasn't like the worst of the worst, like the stupid guy, and I didn't see too much talking politics and anything too racial. I think there was one scene, but I didn't watch it all. But for me, I thought it was entertaining for what it was.
I didn't see the clip, uh, so I'll have to watch it and then
Yeah,
maybe give my take on it. Uh, I
but
know he's
on the
done
surface,
on the surface. It's just like if he's playing a role for a skit or something, then it's for me it's no different than what Downey did in Tropic Thunder, right? But at the same time, it's got to be done in the right taste. So,
mhm,
like I said, I haven't seen the clip, but like on the service
mhm.
level, I'm like, why are we opening? Because then you see all the comments about like, whiteface and blackface, and if it's okay for him to do it, why can't we do it? And I'm never okay with like anything that opens up an opportunity for some fuck shit to happen as a response. You know what I mean? Like even with Downey caught he caught a lot of heat for Tropic Thunder at the time. Not at the time, but like now, like after the fact. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Um, and that was one of the greatest comedic characters of all time, in my opinion. Like, so
Okay.
I don't know. I just think it's a slippery
Well,
slope.
see,
It's a very
the thing
slippery
with
slope.
the
So
thing with the
I have to
Drewski,
watch.
and I've heard, and I've engaged in conversation online with some folk in different forums about it. Where for me, the difference between the Robert Downey and the Drewski is Robert Downey had a chance to go cut and go to his trailer and get touched up and play a character, in a movie, where it's chopped up. The Drewski thing is more live action. So there's really no slip up, you know. So you had to be on with no kind of slip up. The fact that he was on character in the live setting, it wasn't scripted. It was just totally live. It was
Listen,
golden.
I think Drewski,
Like for me, this is the moment where they would say, all right, this is kind of like a legendary moment and legendary making, in the sense where this is the thing that, wow, this is great, the way that it was just well done, because it wasn't really making the difference with blackface, without getting too deep into the history of it all. It was really and truly just making a mockery of black people, and that's what it was. This wasn't really making a mockery of white people. It was just being a mirror to them, in a sense where it's like, look, I'm one of y'all. I'm with you. You know.
hey, listen,
So
I like Drewski. I think he's fantastic. I'm weary of the slippery slope that these types of things can cause, and I hope that it doesn't.
yeah,
I hope that it doesn't cause it. Like I said, I haven't seen the clip, so I have to watch it and see. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like kind of like form my opinion on it after the fact. But just on the surface level, it's just dangerous to do these things that allow. Like I'm a proponent of don't give people a reason to do fuck shit, and hopefully they don't do fuck shit. Some people just always do fuck shit, but it won't be
Yeah, no,
because it
but
won't
the
be because
history of
I gave them
blackface is worse.
of course, of course. But again,
Because
like
even
why?
Ted Danson caught when he was with Whoopi
But
Goldberg on that TV guide.
but why give folks a reason to respond in a way
There's no response to how.
that's gonna cut that you're right.
But
But
because it
but
wasn't a mockery of it. That's
but
the thing.
that's not what I'm saying. Like when you just because you do it and it's done in good taste doesn't mean that it's not gonna find a retaliatory response from somebody. You know what I mean? Like somebody might
Does everything deserve a response?
no, but that doesn't mean there won't be one.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean there won't
Yeah.
be one. You could say some shit. You could say some shit to somebody, or somebody could say some shit to you that they think is cool, and then you punch them in their fucking face because you took it the wrong way. It's not gonna land. It's not gonna land solid with everybody. You know what I mean? And if it lands,
But
if it lands in the lap of a person who feels like they want to do blackface, now it's created it's an unneeded response in a way. You know what I mean? It's an unintended response, but we can't stop that response from happening. So why create the situations where those responses can happen? It's like the spin, right? You don't want to like it's like you don't want to like you have to kind of like and not about like walking like super lightly because you're going to do the things that you feel are funny as a comedian, right? And I'm with it.
mm,
But at the same time, like some shit, and this is what comics do, right? Comics toe the line of like just over the line. You know what I mean? Like, oh, too much or just enough, right? That's kind of like their job is to like take these things and make
mm,
them palatable, right? And like I said, I haven't seen the clip, so I'm taking your word. If you say the clip was palatable for across the spectrum, then it probably will just disappear like the last one. You know what I mean? But
they
there's always the
mhm.
few like the few folks that are gonna like push it too far
Yeah,
as a, like
yeah,
and then become a victim and go, well, he did it, so I should be able
yeah.
to do it.
Nah, but you see, them sensitive thugs, they all need hugs. You know, like Jay-Z said. Like, fuck them motherfuckers. Like, a lot of times it's like they always in their feelings about shit. It's like, no. Like what we said earlier, everything's not a pause. Everything's not to be sexualized, and everything's not for you to be in your feelings.
But
The way that,
you have to understand
but
the world. You got to understand the world we're
yeah,
in right now too. Though we're in a
yeah,
we're in
yeah,
a different world.
but then also you have to also have creative freedom where you're able to do something artistically without it being mockery, and that is the fine line of it all. Because even with Tyler Perry, he kind of walks the fine line of mockery rather than artistry, and that for some people is highly debatable. And I'm not going to get into that debate right now because I get into that debate online with folks.
I
Um,
mean, and I think you're absolutely right. I just think that is a you just got to be careful because
Yeah,
I like
exactly,
what
exactly.
I
And
don't
there's
want
a
to
and that
what I
that's why I
don't want
said
to
there's a
even have to
fine
talk
line.
about is the fact that like other people sometimes think it's like, well, they did it, so I'm gonna do it, and then they do it in
Yeah.
a non tasteful way, and now it becomes shitty for everybody. They just fuck it up for everybody, and I just
Uh,
don't want
uh,
that to happen to Drewski because I actually think that Drewski's super talented. But
Again, and that's why I said, to put a button in this one is like there's that fine line between artistry and mockery, and you have to be very careful. Blackface is mockery, no matter how you try to slice it,
I don't know.
and that's not acceptable.
I'm giving
Just
Robert Downey a pass in Tropic Thunder. That shit was hilarious.
that was done differently. That's
And the
artistry. That's
and the
artistry. That's
yeah, that's what I'm
artistry.
saying.
That's artistry.
That's what I'm saying. But there's going to be people out there that are going to do it and believe that it's artistry, and it's not. And then when they get punched in the face, and then when they
Uh,
get punched in the face for believing that their artistry in their world is not necessarily artistry, now they're a victim. And I don't want to see
well,
anybody
you
get
have to
fucked.
have consultants. Yeah, sometimes you have
Listen,
to.
not everybody, not everybody
I,
has,
I'm
not everybody does that, and not everybody has good friends. You got to remember, not everybody has real friends that's going to say to them, "Hey, bro,
that
that's
part.
a bad idea." They got the
That
friends,
part.
they got the friends that's
That part.
going to be like, "Oh, nah, do that shit, bro, do that shit," because they want to see their boy get fucked up. It's like those fucking pranks where motherfuckers is rolling through fucking gang neighborhoods and doing stupid shit, and there's only going to be a matter of time before one of them gets shot on camera. And then their family's gonna be like, he was such a nice boy. No, he was out there antagonizing fucking thugs and gangsters in their world. And now he got caught out there. You know what I mean? When you swim with the alligators,
Yeah,
eventually you get killed by a stingray. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, yeah, yeah. When you dance with the devil in the pale moonlight, that shit happens.
One of my favorite movie quotes of all time, bro. But hey, let's get off this heavy topic and get into motherfucking football, dog.
All right, all right. Do
Because
you want to get into football, or do you want to get into weird world of sports before we get into the regular sports?
we got like 7 minutes. Can you do Weird World of Sports in two?
I could
Because
do
we
it
got
in like
because
three.
we gotta get some picks.
All right. So I could probably do it in three. All right. So weird world of sports. I don't know. Fucking, we gotta get some music somewhere.
That
Either way,
sounded like
uh,
American Gladiators. You were starting to do the American Gladiators theme.
it kind of did. It kind of did. But
Yeah.
that's why I only picked the two notes before I get copyrighted and all that other bullshit.
They're gonna shut
Hopefully
us
we had
down.
that pause in between. Hopefully we had that little pause in between. But
Right.
either way. The sport that I picked this week was hurling. Hurling. Even though I was in the movie The Roaring Game, which was about curling, this is hurling, which is an ancient national sport of Ireland, which is over like 3,000 years old. It's a cross between lacrosse, field hockey, and baseball. It's 30 players, 15 players on each side. They play on a field that is bigger than a soccer field. They play about 70 minutes. The things that they use are a wooden stick that's kind of like a field hockey stick, but it has like a little paddle on it on the end. It's called a hurley. And then the ball is called how's it pronounced? A slitar? A slitar? S
Silitar.
Slitar.
Yeah.
Sliotar. You can pronounce it the way you want. I'm not from Ireland, so don't kill
Google
me.
says this.
But I'm just
Google says it's called a slitar,
Slitar. All right.
like a keytar.
Either way, yeah,
But
yeah. So
that's how
either
you
way,
pronounce it, like slitter, because it's
yeah. I don't want to get caught up on that. But either way, the way that it's played is like you run, and you could only take about 4 steps. All right, until you could either throw it with your hand, you could drop it, or you could hit the ball, the slitar with the hurley, and you hit it. You score a point. You could score a point by one. They have a field goal over the goal, right? There's a soccer style goal, and then above it is like a field goal, like a football field goal, goal post, I should say. And you can either hit the ball, the slitar, through the thing for 1 point, the goal post for 1 point, or you could pass it by the goalie for 3 points. So that said, again, they play for about 70 minutes. Whoever has the most points win. Last year's champion was Kilkenny. Actually, no, Kilkenny is actually the one that has the most championships with 36 titles. Tipperary was the one that beat Cork last year for the championships. That's what I got. Some notable names is Christy Ring. Modern day is Henry Shiflin. On the women's side, because women's played as well, is Angela Downey and Gemma O'Connor. So it's an ill sport because you could use your shoulders, tackle, not really tackle people, but you could bump them shoulder to shoulder as you're swinging this back. So you kind of have to be careful too. As also little rules, kind of like with hockey, you can't like high stick, you can't really like fully swing because like if somebody's behind you, you're gonna hit them with your back.
so it's
Your
like
hurley, I should say.
so it's like field hockey / lacrosse.
And baseball because you can hit the slitar and try to like hit it through the goalpost, or you can try to hit it through the goalie for 3 points. If you hit it through the goalpost, you get one.
I have to watch that.
It,
We would have video of this, but we're a low budget podcast. But as we get more budgeted, by you guys go,
like
by
and
you
you
guys
swing.
go subscribe to the YouTube channel and shit, and so we can get more subscribers. We can make some fucking cash. We can put these videos up.
Yeah,
We can hire
hurling.
someone to do that shit. Hurling is the sport on the weird word of sports.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah,
See,
I actually want. I actually.
I'm gonna watch that shit. I'm gonna try to find it.
Hell yeah!
Try to
But if
find it on
anything,
YouTube.
the championship was in July. I think it was like July 20th was the championship where again Tipperary beat Cork. I don't have the score, but
All right.
I think it was. I forgot what the score was, but
Weird world of sports. It took you 5 minutes, but that's all right.
all right.
We ain't really on no time constraint, but we on the time constraint. You know what I mean? Because football's about to start, and I'm not I'm not trying to miss the games. But we're gonna do some game picks. How many games you want to pick? I figure we pick Monday night, Sunday night, and then like maybe like 3 games, couple big games,
our two
games.
teams.
Our two teams,
and
our 2 teams, of course, and then maybe 3 more teams, and then Sunday night, Monday night. So like 7.
Jeez, that's a lot of picks. All right, come on.
It's a lot of picks. You want to pick against the spread, or you want to pick straight up?
You call I don't even know how that works. I'm not a bettor like that. I call the game. Like, let me hear the matchups, and I'll pick who I think is gonna win.
All right, but are we picking against the spread? So, for example, the Steelers right now are 3-point favorites against the New York Jets. So that means they gotta win by more than 3 in order.
They gotta win by.
They gotta win by 4 or more.
Yeah, I think they'll win by 4.
All right, so you're taking the Steelers?
Yeah, Steelers. Yep.
All right,
Obviously.
I'm taking the Steelers as well. I'm just writing these down for future reference. All right, the next game, we'll go right to my team. It's the Lions and the Packers. The Lions are underdogs. They're 1.5 point underdogs, so that's basically a wash in betting standpoint. Really, I mean, I'm picking the Lions. No Micah Parsons, but also
I'm picking the Lions regardless.
Also, division matchup. and fuck Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I had anybody playing. No, I have Jordan Love on my bench.
No Michael Parsons makes it even more difficult. Hutch is back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The Lions look pretty good. Even Terry Arnold, Mr. Pass Interference, looked like he had a good preseason. He had a pass interference call like every week, dog. Like, who has 16, 17 pass interference calls that's at the cornerback position? But hopefully he gets his shit together this year because we need him on defense for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, do we want to go? I'll give you the third game in the daily set. We'll have an option here. We can go Giants, Commanders, Raiders, Patriots. Actually, let's pick the local game over there with y'all. Let's go Raiders, Patriots. The Patriots are 2.5-point favorites, so they need to win by 3 or more. Basically, a field goal.
I'm going Raiders, man.
You going Raiders? The new look Raiders.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I got Bowers on my team.
Oh, you got
Bowers.
Yeah. The Raiders kind of got a squad, man. They got Gino over there.
Yep.
For parity's purpose, I think I'm gonna take the Patriots plus with 3. I think the Patriots could pull it off. I like what Vrabel did down in Tennessee. I think that he's gonna be able to do his thing.
Commanders, Giants. Yikes.
You want to do that game too? We could do that game.
Yeah, because Giants is my team.
All right, so then Giants versus Commanders. The Giants are 6.5-point underdogs, so they just have to be able to keep it under 6 in order to win.
Oof. You know what? I'm going Giants regardless. Like, yeah. But cause even though I got Deebo Samuels as my flex guy, I figured I'd go with Deebo Samuels early in the season before he gets hurt. try to get some early points off him.
Hold on, I'm just writing these down over here.
Oh shit! Yeah. Speaking of which, in that Lions game, I got Gibbs. Gibbs was my number 1 pick. I had the 4th pick on that.
I only made one wager today because I'm trying to not put any more money into FanDuel. I put $100 in last year, and I'm still and I'm still gambling with that same $100. So
okay.
Yeah. I took the Lions today. I lost my Thursday parlay thanks to fucking CD Lamb dropping 2 potential touchdowns. I got everything else. I called the Cowboys with the under, and they kept it close. They only lost by 4. The line was like 8.5, and then they kept
it's a division game.
Yeah, and they kept it under 47. They only had 44 points. Thank you to the Lightning Storm.
And homeboy getting kicked out.
Yeah, thank you to the Lightning Storm and Jalen Carter getting kicked out of the game. I'm sure changed a lot of things. But either way, and then Saquon got the touchdown I needed, and I just needed CD Lamb to catch one of those balls, and I would have hit my parlay.
Pause.
Come on, man. You know what's uncomfortable?
I know.
About me in public, man. On the podcast too, dog. You gotta chill, man. Anyway,
you said CD Lamb. I was looking at CD Lamb.
So you got the Giants 6 plus 6.5.
Yeah, under. Yeah, the Giants is gonna keep it competitive, because it's a divisional game.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Commanders. I think they're gonna continue to build. And who's the Giants QB? Who's the QB over there?
Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Russell Wilson. No. Again, Russell Wilson's good for a couple of games, especially early in the season, until people start figuring them out.
All right, I'm taking the Commanders, and then we'll go with my AFC team matchup.
Bills.
Oh wait, that's the Sunday night game anyway. Ravens Bills.
Woo.
I feel like it's pretty much an even game. It's only 1.5. The Ravens are the favorite. I feel like the Bills own the Ravens in the regular season and they can't beat them in the playoffs. It's a warm weather game in Buffalo. By warm weather is relative because it is in Buffalo.
Damn, that's a tough one.
Josh Allen, he's still in like a honeymoon phase, so he might be. I don't know how focused he is on football. And didn't what's his name just retire?
Who?
Never mind. I don't know. I can't think of the name at this point. Either way, I'm rocking with my old school Bills squad to pull off this win. You go with the Ravens?
No, I'm gonna go with the Bills because the Ravens are in the same division as my Steelers.
All right, and then Monday night, Vikings Bears. It's a new look Viking squad with JJ McCarthy, Michigan alumni. You know what I mean? Behind the helm, they got some weapons out there still. And then the Bears with the Lions' old offensive coordinator as their head coach. They still got Roma Duze and Williams and everybody. You know what I mean? The Bears.
They got the tight end too.
Yeah, they might be on an upswing.
Wait,
the Bears this year. It's a division.
Isn't that tight end from Michigan?
Is he? He might be.
Damn it! I'm mad because I have him on my fantasy team. I drafted him too.
I think it's going to be a much better game than people are giving it. I mean, the overs. It's going to be a low scoring game, I think.
Nah,
but I think
it's going to be at least 24-17.
Yeah, that meets the under. The under's only 43.5.
But it's McCarthy, but then they have Jefferson.
Yeah, they got Jefferson, man. Like I'm a ride with. See, here's my thing. I kind of need the Bears to beat the Vikings because the Vikings are like the only team really I feel like is a threat.
I think I have Duze on my bench.
But the
Bears
the Bears let me down too much. You know what I mean? Like they put together some great games,
but they got the new coordinator. They got your boy.
They couldn't close out last year. Ben Johnson.
You think Ben Johnson will get that shit together?
Nah, I think Caleb Williams is too. I think he's still. This is my.
He's a wild card. He's too much of a wild card.
These are the opinions of only me. I've never been a fan of Caleb Williams. I didn't think he was good enough to be the number one pick in the draft. I think he's overrated as a QB. I think he can make physically. I think he can make all the throws. I just don't think he has it all up here. Not from a able to know the playbook perspective, but I feel like he's more Tim Tebow and less anybody else. Like
I was gonna say Vince Young. Or like a Geno Smith type. But Geno Smith figured it out after getting on the bench and going to Seattle. Like Geno Smith figured it out. But early Geno Smith, he got punched in the jaw for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, even what's his name there? Crab Leg Man. I forget his name.
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston. I think he's in that tier of QBs.
But like a Vince Young type.
Vince Young was actually good, man.
In the NFL?
Yeah, he had some good seasons. He's not a Hall of Famer, but he had the first season that was good. He never lost his starting job. You know what I mean? I feel like Caleb Williams might be benched by that. He just makes bad decisions. He makes a lot of bad decisions. If he can clean up and that's what I mean by up here. I think he's still rushing. I think the game is still a little bit fast for him. So I think he needs another year. Either way, with JJ McCarthy healthy,
it's the same thing.
And have it, but he has Jefferson, and I think that Jefferson is a much his receiving core, the Vikings receiving core, and the Vikings defense to me is better than the Bears defense. But
the Bears have the two tight ends, Duce, the other wide receiver, and the running back. So he has a better offensive package to go against the Vikings.
I hate having
just like you said. I'm gonna go with the Bears.
I want them both to lose, but I'm gonna ride with the Vikings.
I'm gonna go with the Bears just because
I've never really been a Bears fan. And I think
Hey, I like the Bears. I really like the Bears.
I think the Vikings are going to be pretty decent this year. All right, so we got my picks. I went Steelers, Lions, Patriots, Commanders, Bills, Vikings. You went Steelers, Lions, Raiders, Giants, Bills, Bears.
Yes.
We putting the wager on our week to week. We should do this in place. I feel like during football season, this will be the top 5. We'll just do game picks. And what's the prize at the end? And we're up against the spread. So let's remember the spread is is three in the Steelers game, 1.5 in the Lions game, 2.5 in the Patriots game, 1.5 in the Vikings game, 1.5 in the Bills game, and
what's the Bears Vikings?
Yeah, and then 6.5 in the Commanders game. So.
Oh yeah, the Giants will keep it within 4, like 4. So even with that, like I would, I see the Giants. If they're gonna lose by 4 or 3, something close like that. It's gonna be like 21-20.
All right.
Yeah, that's my call on that Giants Commanders game. As long as Debo gets like 2 or 3 touchdowns,
I got it all written down. We're just like I said, we are analog. Eventually, that'll be a little thing in the side, a little inlet. But for now, we are the analog shit. We still writing shit down. Ride with us on these picks. Let us know what you want to do with that. You know what I mean? That's going to be another edition of Caveman Ironmonkey Talking that shit. It's time for the pregame. So I'm about to make some wings or something and sit in front of my TV for the next rest of the day and watch all the football.
Yeah, I gotta go cook right now my damn self.
Hey, also fuck the Red Zone for having commercials this year.
Yeah, I heard that buzz too.
You know, that's some bullshit, Red Zone. I mean, I don't pay for the Red Zone anyway, but if I did, I'd be kind of pissed. I mean, I get it from a business perspective, but you know what I mean? The Red Zone is the red. Hey. People pay for the Red Zone to not have commercials. So at least have a secondary tier maybe for the people that pay for that shit to still maintain non-commercials. Just show if they do, these are like, I mean, I don't know. I don't watch the Red Zone, man. I just watch the game.
Nah, well, you know, that was my feeling with Hulu and Hulu Plus. I was like, wait, I thought Hulu Plus meant no commercials. Now all of a sudden there's commercials? I'm like,
even Netflix got like 4 tiers now. My Netflix costs me almost $30 a month, bro. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep that shit, but I hate commercials on my Netflix.
Yeah, well, that's the price of business, you know. Everybody cut the cord, so they're like, oh, you're cutting the cord, so you're coming to us? Cool, we got you.
Right? There might be a cable resurgence in the next couple of years.
Hey.
Cable's about to be like real cheap. Your cable bill. Let me know when your cable bill goes down, bro. I know you still got cable.
Now, this is the thing that I'm noticing too. Some movies that are on some of the streamers, after like a year or so, ends up on network because all of a sudden I'm like, why is Peacemaker season 1 on what's this TBS TNT? I'm like, oh shit. Like the crossbreeding of things are weird now. Cause like on Peacock, I was seeing no, it's not Peacock, it was Paramount. I was seeing like old episodes of Frasier. I was like, wait, wasn't Frasier on NBC? I'm like, what's going on here?
Right. Frasier, but it's all about what they own the rights to at that point. You know what I mean? And then it is really only like 3 big players right now: ABC, NBC, and Paramount. You know what I mean? And
there's an actual story that is developing in basketball. I'm not going to get too deep in it because we're about to sign off right now. But there's a thing in basketball that they're looking to dabble with. It's kind of like what soccer and FIFA does with loaning players, where you can loan a player to another team at a certain, and they would have the certain financial responsibility for that loan. So if you're paying like $50 million for a player, and you're out of the playoffs, and a playoff team wants to like loan or like borrow a guy, your team could loan your player to that contender, and that contender has to pay for that player like a certain part of their contract for that loan. So if it's like 2 weeks for like a 2 week run or whatever it is, they get to pay for that. It's weird,
Yo,
but it's
how's that gonna look though when like say like let's just use the Lakers for example. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? They fucking
uh
they loan. Let's just say they loan like somebody off their bench. Like they don't loan none of their superstars, right? But they loan like Bronny to the Pistons for like
yeah,
a playoff run, and then Bronny wins a ring with the Pistons, and then he got to go back to the Lakers with the championship ring for the Pistons. That's
yeah,
great. That's crazy. That's
yeah, that's
crazy.
possible.
I'm actually. That's actually. I would. That could be kind of
That's
fun to watch.
and that's possible
Then he got to get
because
his.
because then the other thing too is like the team could be like, no, we're not going to loan you this guy. Like, no, because we don't want to risk him getting hurt.
Right.
You
But
know,
I
that
mean,
that comes into play
that's
as
why I think
well.
they're only gonna loan off. They're not gonna loan their superstars. They're gonna loan like they're like eighth guy on the bench, like depth. Their depth guys are gonna go out and get these rings, and then you're
All
gonna
right.
have like a bunch of journeymen that might fuck around and win. Like, what if like a dude like Bronny just gets loaned out every season and he ends up having like 10 championships, but none of them
No,
are with his actual team? That's
or or
crazy.
or best or other case scenario, it's like, all right, we're trying to make our playoff run, and you go out and get like a Chris Paul, who might be on a team that's really going nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Or you go and you get these guys, and it's after free agency, so you're not really trading; you're on a loan. So I
It
don't.
makes
Again, they're working this out.
I like it.
So
I always think about like, yo, there's gonna be some dude that's like the eighth, ninth guy on the bench
hey,
that gets loaned out every year and plays good defense and wins a ring, and then he's gonna
oh,
think he's a Hall of Famer because he got 10 championships.
no, well, nah,
And
he can think whatever
he's just gonna
he
have
can think whatever
he's gonna have a
he can think.
kaleidoscope. He's gonna have a kaleidoscope of rings, taking the Bill Russell picture or the Jordan picture or the Maya Moore picture. Shout out to Maya Moore for
Hey,
getting in the NBA Hall of Fame, by the way. And
oh, Carmelo
and
Anthony as
Steve
well.
Bird and Melo, and
Yeah, hell yeah.
somehow the whole Redeem team. And now everybody's like, oh, LeBron's in the Hall of Fame and he's still playing, type shit. Like, stop it. They put the Redeem
Well,
team in, so there's dudes on that team that's never gonna. Tayshaun Prince, as good as he was for the Pistons, is not a Hall of Fame basketball player, and I'm a fan. So let's relax. That's like
he's the reason why Detroit didn't draft Carmelo. I'm telling you. We could talk
nah,
about that later.
he's not. But that's a whole yeah. Uh, they just Joe Dumars
We
was
could, we'll talk
terrible in
about
the
that.
front office, but that's another episode, yo. But
I saw
anyway,
the logic. I logic with him, but I saw what he was doing. But we're not gonna get into that.
but,
But either way, though, it's an interesting concept. It's a very interesting concept.
all right.
I don't
Well,
know.
make sure you check us out on all the socials, man. Follow us individually. Follow us on the YouTube. Hit that like and
Mm,
subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell. We're trying to get our subscribers up so we could add more sleekness to the podcast and
m-
like special effects
music,
and stuff like that.
music for Weird World of Sport. Beep, beep,
Music,
beep, beep.
music for Weird World of Sports and all that shit. So, yo, that's gonna do it for another episode, man. Check us out next week. We got Alyssa Butson on the podcast next week.
Yes.
Same bad time, same bad channel. We out.
Peace.